Floridians are used to hurricanes heating up, but this season might be a little different. A bombshell is potentially leaving the villa, and it's FEMA. I'm Brooke Riley, and I'm partnering with Get Real, America's first grassroots newsroom. The threat of dangerous hurricanes increases in August. The 2025 season is expected to have 6 to 10 hurricanes. Experts say this will be a first test of major government cuts to storm preparedness, with more proposed cuts possibly on the way.
Federal government has cut a lot of funding to things. Like the big one for me is National Weather Service and NOAA. That is huge because that who's telling everybody what's going on.
For 26 years, Mitchell Maurer worked in the fire department from the rank of firefighter to deputy chief. Basically, he knows the ins and outs of FEMA. Though retired from the fire service, Maurer does everything he can to keep his neighbors safe during hurricane season in Sarasota.
If FEMA's not funded, and if NOAA's not funded, and if state and local emergency management is minus people and minus information, people are really going to feel long-term effects. And then we're going to have one that it actually hits like it's supposed to, and we're going to get storm surge, and people are going to get hurt or people are going to die, and it's because they didn't heed the warnings.
FEMA's acting chief says states might take on more disaster recovery work. Meanwhile, President Trump is tossing around the idea of getting rid of FEMA entirely.
Christy, I'd say after the hurricane season, we'll
Yes,
start
sir.
phasing
You set
it
up
out.
a FEMA council over the next couple of months. We'll be working on reforms and what FEMA will look like in the future as a different agency.
Florida State University's Emergency Management Program Director David Merrick says this leaves a lot of uncertainty.
Which means the responsibility is at the local and then the state level to do everything. And that the federal role is really to support that with funding and grants and resources that we can't get access to.
According to Tramel Gomes of Public News Service,
Florida still depends heavily on FEMA resources, from disaster declarations that unlock federal funds to covering 75% of recovery project costs. The timing is critical, with forecasters predicting 17 or more named storms this season.
My hope is people are already prepared.
if you'd like to learn more about impacts to your community, become a creator, or donate to America's first grassroots newsroom, check out getrealnews.org and find Get Real on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook.